Hi friends, Andrea here with Snow Cabin Crafts with more paper pumpkin alternatives. If you don't know what paper pumpkin is, it's a monthly crafting experience with Stampin' Up. You can order a recurring monthly subscription. You can get just 1 month at a time. You can get a discount by prepaying for 3, 6, or 12-month subscriptions. And you can stop and start those at any time. So you don't need to do, say, all 6 months in a row. Maybe there's a month that you're not going to be home, or you're just not feeling it based on the hints they give us. They never let us see exactly what we're getting. But you might think, I'm not into Valentine's Day this year, or something like that. Go ahead, skip that month. As long as you get your stop or start in by the 10th of the month, you're good to go. Most people are probably here because they're interested in paper pumpkin alternatives. And again, I'm kind of doing these late because I let my boxes pile up because I was traveling and I didn't want to put them on hold. And then I sat down and I put together a whole bunch of kits to expand the kits that I'm already getting. For example, out of these 9 cards here, I made 30 cards out of these by adding some cardstock and cutting some things up a little bit. So that is a possibility, or you can make the cards as is because a lot of times they are exactly what you're looking for. All right, I have made their cards as is for several years and now I'm kind of branching out, but you're going to start seeing a theme on how I am putting these kits together because, as I mentioned previously, I had limited time to do this so that I could put these together while I'm on a vacation. I did all my cutting and all my stamping and organizing at home, put them up into kits, put all that in a box, and they're coming around with me, and I get to do a little crafting in the evenings or whenever it's pouring rain like it is right now. So let's get going. This is the April 2025 Inked Occasions. And of course, these are the cards that come in your box. And the first card, I kind of sort of did it as is. All right, so here is what you were making. Here is what I made. Because I kind of thought this die cut, this is all die cut, this design here. I thought that would be hard to cut in half. But I did cut the card base itself in half. So this is really just the front of the card, and then I cut it down so that I could mat it with a pool party card. So I just trimmed the edges off, basically cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4 to fit the front. And then otherwise I assembled it as is, and I added in the brushed brass butterflies embellishments. All right, so the first card, I just cut the front off of what they had here, trimmed it down, added some embellishments, and it's good to go. Okay, and as I mentioned before, I kind of put things into kits, so this is what they look like. Okay, I would have this inside the kit so I know what I'm making with all the pieces, and I have everything here set aside so that I can just grab and go. The cardstock is all stacked in a Ziploc, but it's easy to find. Okay, the second card, guess what I did? I quartered it. All right, so this one, let me see, I'm about to pull the wrong thing, I think. Okay, here we go. Okay, so congratulations, that was a stamp with a die cut. I left the label off because I just wanted congratulations. Maybe it's for a wedding, an engagement, graduation, new job, new house, who knows. I wanted to leave it a little more open. And there are my brushed brass butterflies. Like I said, I cut the front, cut the card in half, cut it in half again so it's all quartered. And I added the Nature's Sweetness DSP as a background on top of, I believe that's Berry Burst cardstock. And pretty simple. This is their die cut too, so I use that as well. So I made up as many cards. Basically, I made 3 with this congratulations and this die cut. And again, there's my packaging with all my strips. the small strip here, that would go on the inside of the card. I don't generally show the inside of my cards because it's generally blank. I will add that strip on a white sheet of paper with maybe a stamp, maybe not, on the inside of the card when I get home. But that was just didn't feel that there was a good return on the investment of my time on bringing that stuff on the trip too, because I also had limited space for everything I was bringing. Okay, and then I am looking for the other part of that card. Okay, this is, you can see the colors here where I've cut this off of the card here. So that's part of the quartered card. Excuse me, added in a die cut, kept it pretty simple, added in a die cut, pull party background. This backing paper, this layer, is from the Simply Marvelous DSP that we received during Celebration a couple years ago. So I've got that, and then I think that's a Bubble Bath pink background. Just trying to tie in these colors and also keeping it simple. This one went together really quickly. All right, but again, that's the second card from this middle card here. And there's my little package again of everything I put together. And then the third card, I'm just kind of double checking myself here. Yeah, because you can see the gold on this as well. I stamped in the hello, that came from the kit, the butterflies, more of the Nature Sweetness DSP, and just a pull party card. So kept it really simple. Again, more cards there out of quartering that middle card. And then for our last card, okay, you've got the die cut, and you know, we all do need hugs, sympathy, cheering on, what have you. So I kept the front the same, added my butterflies, but again, I cut the card down so that it would just be a layer on a Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And that's it. I mean, how simple is that? So that's one card out of this. And then the back of the card, the back of the card is also printed similarly. That's what they do with a lot of the Paper Pumpkin cards, is the front and back. If they're not the same, they're complementary and you can do something with it. So here is the back of this being quartered, stamping it, adding my butterflies, Blackberry Bliss layer, more of the Simply Marvelous paper, Blackberry Bliss card. Okay, just layering, so simple. And then the last card, so I got 3 different cards out of this one card, multiplied by all the quartering that I did and whatnot. I took the congratulations die cut from here, from these cards, and I added it here. And there were also some thinking of you, that sort of thing, from here. And just again, quartering the card. This is going to be the Berry Burst cardstock, Simply Marvelous, and Berry Burst with Brush Brass butterflies. So again, very simple. Let me know, what are you getting out of your Paper Pumpkin kits? Do you make them as is? Are you doing alternatives? How many cards are you getting out of one Paper Pumpkin box? And how many different card designs can you maybe get out of each single card design? So sometimes it's hard to break them apart. Sometimes it's hard, or you love it the way it is, and that's fine. And sometimes it's, no, I want to do something different. So let me know what you think. Email me if you have any questions, snowcabincrafts@gmail.com, and I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.